Hey folks, welcome to Streamsekai. I am completely bushed today. Just here, let's see if it'll show well on camera. But this is what I've been doing. That's what I got so far. There's a bit more around there, but like, packing's hard. Come on. I'll fix the webcam. But yeah, that's why we're gonna have a short Streamsekai today. I may need sleep, yeah. I will have plenty of time to sleep when I'm dead. I don't know how Dead Aussie Gamer does his schedules, but God, if this is like a fragment of what he does, I'm gonna turn on some music while we do this. Where are you? How about this one? Lurking because you have to find yourself dinner? Oh, absolutely. Enjoy. Here, while I'm at it, let's put up the poll to see if we have enough people to start. I just have to put the new code in, because the website went down earlier today. Yes. There we go. Twitch being fussy? Ah, fair enough. There we go. It looks like everything popped up. Nice to see you, J-Girl, Bandicoot, Trum, and Creative Garden. Yeah, I haven't found an apartment yet, but I'm packing all my stuff so that's easier later. Because no matter what happens, I have to move in September. Whether it's to, like, a motel or to an actual place. So having everything packed up makes things a lot easier. It sucks, though, because, like, I packed up the stuff that I didn't absolutely need. But I need my desk and everything on it. I need my video game systems. I kept my PlayStation, and I kept my Switch. So that everything else that isn't those is gone. What else? I put away, like, most of my clothing. I just have, like, some summer and fall stuff left. All of my figures are gone, and it's actually kind of depressing. I had so many. I had, like, Kamen Rider belts. I had, like, a Cardcaptor Sakura, really nice figure. Oh, man. I had, like, actual figures that I built, too. Like a War Greymon that was a model kit. It's weird to see my entire life in, like, box form. Yeah, doing the model kits was a vibe for, like, 2020 for me. Which ones did I make? I made Kamen Rider Decades. I actually built that one on stream. Yes, I did pack them. I made sure to pack them really nicely so that they don't get broken. I made Kamen Rider Den-O. I built Gridman from SSSS Gridman, War Greymon, and Omnimon. There's one that I really, really want. It's the Magnamon one. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it for you. God, it's like $50 on Amazon Japan. Sorry, $50 on Amazon Canada. Where are you, display capture? There you are. Okay, well, there's that. Here. This is the figure that I'm thinking of grabbing. But you have to build it yourself. Digimon the movie, like, was one of my favorites. And this was Flame Dramon's upgrade in that movie. So. Yeah, if you're lurking in the chat and you want to influence what happens in this game, go ahead and slap a 1 in the chat. We'll be starting, let's say in 10 minutes, or until that bar says that there are 3 people who want to play. It's gonna be a short session today, because I have to do stuff for the event that's coming up. Do I have a Nightbot prompt for Shark Week? Can Nightbot just explain Shark Week for me? No. So what's happening next week? Since I'm going to be really busy trying to move in August, there's going to be an event. Sorry. There's going to be an event that I'm doing starting tomorrow and going through to Sunday called Shark Week, where we celebrate 2 years of doing this stream. We're going to have a couple of guests. We're going to have the Fool's Gold crew, plus possibly Julian's player, later. We're going to have Aatrox and Puduk, who played Mario Party with us earlier in the year. We're going to have my friend Trevor. We might be playing a CDI game on Monday. We might be playing something else if I can't get the CDI emulator to work. What else? We're going to be doing a Fool's Gold rewatch next Sunday. And with that, I'm also going to be doing a bit of a donation drive to help me with the move. I just want to save up enough for the moving van. Every little bit's going to help. But if we make a certain goal, I'm going to hold up my end of the bargain and do the Carson in a maid dress stream. Among other things. Among other rewards for milestones. But the big one is the Carson in a maid dress with bunny ears stream. That I have been teasing since I made affiliate. But yeah, it looks like we have enough people to play. I didn't write a recap. So, let's just... Let's just fudge it. Why not? Okay. My name is Korin Kaduya. On my way home from Nakano Broadway, I was crushed by a falling aircraft part and reincarnated as an adventurer in another world, with a set of magic trading cards that let me change my abilities. There we go. Our job was to hand out... Or actually, no, sorry. We did this. When I left the general store, I noticed that there was someone following me. Their name was Dojan, and they had this weird goth getup. They wanted to take us to their Crimson Magic Village, but we didn't want any of that. They heard that we had a deal with the Clothier, though, so we went back, and they made a counter deal, where if they drum up more business than we do, they get to take us to the Crimson Magic Village, and they get first dibs on a custom design. Mura and I weren't having any of that. So we countered that if we were able to drum up more business, that wouldn't happen. Unfortunately, if Dojan wins, we have to go to the Crimson Magic Village with them. But if we win, Mura gets to keep her armor. And, on top of that, Dojan's gonna help us out. Deciding not to get started right away, and because we had prior commitments, we went to go see Froggy and Frogger, who were just hanging out outside the village gates. They've been vibing, and it turns out that Frogger wants to improve his serum to make people more like frog people instead of giant toads, which is really, really nice of him, because not everyone wants to lose their opposable thumbs. We made a deal with them, though I fumbled my words and made Frogger think that I was abandoning him, that we would try and make the town more receptive to him and his business. So, we filed a quest with the Adventurers Guild, where new adventurers can get 500 Eris just by going to Frogger and meeting him, and coming back. Plus, we gave Frogger some of our coupons so he can hand them out to the adventurers, and then that way we have a better chance of winning. However, Dojan was holding an event outside of the Adventurers Guild, and drummed up a lot of business. It's going to be interesting to see where we end up with this. On our way back home, we visited Dunnan at the general store, and I had a tender moment with Mura, talking about constellations. We told Dunnan about our situation. He said that he would give us a meeting with the town council in order to let Frogger and Froggy in. So long as this quest goes well and public perception towards giant toads is better. On our way home, we stopped by the snack bar at the inn. Got a few snacks and went back upstairs. and I decided to help Mura learn how to read. Big shocker, though. When I was reincarnated here, I gained the ability to translate this world's language into Japanese, but not the other way around. So we're teaching each other, and I think it's going to be good for both of us. All right. Where is... All right. You wake up on a brand new day. Mura, again, is nowhere in sight, but you understand that she's working for Dunnan in the general store. I should probably also turn off waiting for players. There we go. This is the second day. You have 6 days to drum up business. No worries. I'm sorry it was a crap recap, Creative Garden. But yeah, you've woken up. Mura's not there. I'm gonna say it's like 9 a.m. because you aren't like incredibly dead because you've been staying up for 2 days straight. What do you want to do? Do you want to meet Mura at the general store? She's probably still working, but you might be able to chat with Dunnan about it. You can go and try to hand out some coupons somehow, maybe check on your quest. What do you guys want to do? As you guys are thinking, I'll just give some flavor to what Corin's doing right now. Yeah, you are well rested. This is the second good sleep that you've had in this fantasy world. So you are good to go. Because let's see, you were here for 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be your 5th day in as a reincarnated adventurer. You notice that when you open the door, there's a basket full of your clothes. And the attendant had said earlier that he was going to do your laundry. So you put on your fresh adventurer's clothes. You're not wearing the stuff that you had in Japan anymore. You look like an actual adventurer once again. You head down to the snack bar. Grab a couple of muffins. Munch them down. And just hang out, trying to figure out what you want to do with your day. There are a few things that you can choose to do. You can go meet Mura at the general store, see if she's done work. You can head to the Adventurers Guild, see if anyone's taken your quest. You could go check on Froggy and Frogger. You can find a way to hand out your coupons. What would you like to do? What are the options? I mean, this is adventuring world. In D&D, you have infinite options. I just gave a couple of examples that you can go check on Mura, you can go check in on the Adventurers Guild, see what, how your quest is doing, find a way to hand out coupons. Creativity is in your hands. That's true. If you lose against Dojan, you get whisked away to the Crimson Magic Village for a weekend. And you had to argue for it to just be a weekend. Can you roll insight? I mean, what would you like to roll insight for? Oh, so nice to see you, Pavi. Here, I will make a poll to get things going. What else is there? There we go. To harass the GM with rolling stuff? I guess, Pavi, you haven't been here for Streamsekai before, have you? Here's a couple of explanations. So here's what Streamsekai is. Here's who you're playing as. Here's your adventuring buddy. Here's the weird character that's going to be whisking you away to the Crimson Magic Village if you decide that you're going to neglect your duties. And here's character sheets. Is Mura allowed to hand out coupons at the general store, and would she know how to do that? You may be able... she might be. You'd have to check in on her if she's doing that, but, Dunnan may have let her. But it looks like the 2 minutes has passed, and you're heading to the Adventurers Guild. Finishing the rest of your muffin, you decide that, you know what, may as well pop by the Adventurers Guild. That's where most people are, and frankly, if you want to hand out coupons for the blacksmith and clothier, that's probably a good place to start. So you roll down the street, and I'm going to ask for a perception check. So I'm going to need somebody in the chat to roll exclamation point 2d6. So if you want, there we go. 2 and 1. Okay, so that's a 7. So there are a couple things that you can do. You can, if you want to bump it up, you can redeem some channel points for an Axis or an Eris blessing. Axis lets you add a d6. Eris lets you re-roll your lowest. But if you don't want to, then we can roll with what you got. I'll give you guys 10 seconds to decide. Pav, you're redeemed an Eris blessing, so go ahead and re-roll that one. That one's just exclamation point D6. Alright, that's an 8. I'm going to say that with an 8, you look around and notice that there are some coupons in a couple of people's back pockets. And, well, a couple of them you see have a red top hat on them, Dojan's coupons. A couple of them have a purple kobold on them, which are your coupons. And as you keep track on your way to the Adventurers Guild, you've noticed that adventurers and villagers alike seem to have a 3-to-1 ratio of your coupons to Dojan's coupons. Or sorry, a 2-to-1 ratio. So, for every 2 coupons that belong to Dojan, 1 person has one of yours. You waltz into the Adventurers Guild. Let's get some Adventurers Guild music up. That's too sad. Sure, why not this one? You enter the Adventurers Guild, and people are dining, people are checking out the quest board, and you notice that some of the people who have really, really basic equipment are lined up at the desk. Hey Luna, what's up? You say to the attendant at the desk. Oh, give me 1 sec, and thank you very much for bringing back this proof that you met Frogger. Here's your 500 Eris. Your quest is going pretty well. All right, let's roll a luck check. I'm gonna need a 2d6 roll from chat, please. Let's see how many people have taken your quest so far. Anyone in chat at all? Exclamation point 2d6. Four and a 4, nice, dubs. So that's a 12. Alright, well, it seems your quest is going quite well. From the looks of it, we've seen about 50 people take it so far. Out of the 200 that you provided for us. 50 people? Oh, wow. And, Luna, did any of them come back with possibly a coupon? Possibly something to remember Frogger by? A few of them did, yes. They said that they were going to use it to buy some new equipment at the Clothier. So you're well on your way to finishing your little wager. Now, is there anything else I can help you with? Your quest seems to be pretty popular with new adventurers. Out of the 200 that you provided, 50 have already been taken. Would you like to stay at the Adventurers Guild? Maybe take a quest? You can definitely check out what's on the quest board. While you all think about what you're going to do, I just remembered that I left the source book in my backpack, so I'm gonna go grab that. There we go. Can't get too far without this. But yeah, if you want, you can go take a quest. Maybe you'll By taking a quest, you'll be able to convince people that your armor provided by the blacksmith is incredible and they should buy some. You could go check on Mura. You can talk to the people at the Adventurers Guild if you'd like. Sure, so you walk up to the quest board and take a look at what's going on. Let's take a look. There's a quest where you can slay the undead cropping up in the public cemetery. If there's somebody that wants a practice partner for magical experiments, there's a goblin slaying quest, as is the norm. And there's another quest where you can go pick bamboo. No worries, you're looking at quests right now. So the quests that are available to you right now, I'll just repeat them. You can either slay the undead cropping up at the public cemetery. Somebody wants a practice partner for magical experiments. There's a generic goblin extermination quest. And then there's a bamboo shoot digging quest. Do they include travel distance and days? They do. So the public cemetery is just outside of town. If you want to go slay some undead in the public cemetery. The practice partner for magical experiments is within the town. Somebody just wants help with experimenting on magic. There's the Goblin Extermination quest, which is outside of town, and bamboo shoots are outside of town. So if you want, I can give you more information on the practice partner one. Alright. Wanted. Practice partner for magical experiments. Time limit 1 day. Reward 50,000 Eris. Requirements. Strong constitution or high resistance to magic. Here are the details. I'm looking for a practice partner to test a newly developed magic. I'm sure I've made it more powerful. You will have to be hit with my newly developed strongest fire and ice spell, and tell me your impressions. Cemetery might give you more publicity for the clothier than a single person. I'll read the, how's your constitution? You have 42 HP. Somebody... I'll give you guys a hint if you roll high enough on an intelligence check. If you want to roll 2d6 for your intelligence, I can give you more information about the magic quest. Two and 4. Okay. So, with a 10... For your understanding, in a beginner town, strong fire and ice magic would be at least 50 points of damage. And with your current abilities, let's just take a look at your defense. While you don't have any magic defense, your partner might be able to buff you up. Oh wait, you also remember that you have the spell Water Shield in your wizard form that lets you reduce magic damage by 10. So that's practice partner for magical experiments. The other one that you want to look at, slay the undead cropping up in the public cemetery. Elimination quest. Do you, can I repeat that? Oh, sorry. So, with a 10, you understand that because this is the starting town in an RPG, chances are it would cause at least 50 damage. And while you don't have any natural magic defense right now, your kobold friend Mura would be able to help with that, and you have a wizard spell that lets you reduce your magic damage by 10 points. As for the Slay Undead quest, slay the undead cropping up in the public cemetery. Elimination quest. Time limit 3 days. Reward 20,000 Eris. Details. You see, zombies have been wandering around every night in the public cemetery on top of the hill outside town. You're tasked with getting rid of a zombie maker, a kind of evil spirit that controls several zombies by planting servile spirits in fresh corpses. The caveat of this quest is that it needs to be done late at night. So the two quests that you were looking at either help somebody practice their magical experiments or slay undead, but it has to be at night. So let's do a quick little poll. Which quest? So your options are slay undead, magic experiments, or none right now. Goblins are outside of town. It's from what you can see, it's just a simple goblin slaying quest. You have to slay a group of goblins. And one goblin leader. Zombies are inconvenient timing, but seems less dangerous, kinda. You can always heal up. You can tell they'll do at least 50 damage. You did not level up again yet. You did buy a booster pack from Dunnan at the general store, though. So you got a couple new skills. I'll let this go for a little bit longer, but with 1 vote, we're doing magic experiments. Oh, with 2 votes, we're doing magic experiments. If anyone else in chat wants to vote, go for it. And also, I guess this is as good a time as any to say, I can't do this without you guys. So, feel free, if you want Corrin to say something, if you want Corrin to go do something, just put it in chat. Let's live a little. Oh, let's have some paprika on these deviled eggs. There's the timer. Okay. So it looks like we're doing some magic experiments. Hey, Luna. Mura and I are gonna do this practice partner quest. Oh, of course. So, this quest is limited to today. Here's the address that you need to go to. And, just a word to the wise, they can be kind of eccentric. You might want to bring your friend with you as backup. Can you go by the general store to get cards and then leave? So the way that worked out was that Dunnan bought a pack of cards from somebody who got reincarnated. And that was the only one that he had, just by chance. So you can't get more cards from him, but you can see if Mura's available to help you out. She specifically has skills that can buff your defense so that you can survive the blast. Did you guys want to pop by the general store first? Luna's comment, here. There we go. All right. Taking your quest and registering with the guild, you head over to the general store. I'm gonna give you guys another chance to do a perception check. Thanks for the notice, Luna. Oh, no worries. Just stay safe, okay? Really, this is very dangerous. But yeah, I'm gonna take another perception check if you would please. Anyone in chat? Exclamation point 2d6. And a 4. Alright, with a much more respectable 11, you notice that someone's sneaking around. And, somebody's doing some reverse pickpocketing. You notice from the bushes a gothic-looking top-hatted figure sliding coupons into people's back pockets as they walk and do their business around town. Yes, them again. If you want, you can call them out on it, or you can go along your merry way. But you do notice that Dojan is technically handing out coupons without consent. They're rather expert at it, too. As you watch Dojan do their work, it's really quite stunning how they can just be walking beside somebody and a coupon appears in their back pocket. Or perhaps they're wearing a bag and Dojan trips and falls, and as they help them up, a coupon is slid into the opposing party's bag. You even see at one point, Dojan drops a couple of Eris and goes out of sight, and someone picks it up. And on the back side of that Eris is a coupon with Dojan's mark on it. Korin, with a smirk on his face, yells out, "Hey Dojan, what are you doing? You dropped that money and you have a coupon attached to it. Is this really a fair way to hand out coupons for the contest that we have?" And you see a little top hat peek out from a bush. And the guy who picked up the money from the ground looks at it, turns it over, and says, "What do you mean for a contest?" You walk up to him. "Oh, sorry. The top hat person over there, Dojan. Dijon?" "It's Dojan, you plebeian!" you hear from the bush. "Yeah, that one. I've got a bit of a competition with them. We're trying to drum up business for the clothier and the blacksmith." "You're trying, I'm doing." Yeah, of course. But they're being a bit sneaky about it, which, fine, but if you want an honest person's coupon, you whip out one of yours. Here. You can use mine. It's good for... I never thought of a percent. It's good for 20% off at the clothier, so even if you just want like a new shirt or something. Well, yeah, I would feel a lot better using one that was given to me instead of just placed in my pocket. So, yeah, sure. And, the guy who was about to take Dojan's coupon peels it off the back of the Eris, sticks the money in his pocket, rips up Dojan's coupon, like Kaiba ripping up the Blue Eyes White Dragon, and walks straight to the clothier with your purple coupon. And you have convinced one more person. How about I get you to do a mind check to see how many people you may convince with this? So I need someone in chat to do exclamation point 2d6. Even if you rolled bad earlier, that's just how dice work. So if you want to roll again, by all means. Plus, coming from the Fool's Gold campaign, we learned that low rolls and failure can be absolutely hilarious. 5 and 5 makes 14. Nice. I think this deserves a bit of a change of music. Where are you? You turn to the crowd, just walking around. You absolutely know that a lot of these people have coupons in their back pockets belonging to Dojan. And with your best presentation, you try to drum up some attention. "Hey everybody! There's a guy hanging out in the bushes that's been trying to put stuff in your back pockets. And I gotta say, that's kinda creepy having somebody touch your butt, isn't it? Really, really bad form. In fact, if you check your back pocket right now and find a coupon like this, you hold up the ripped coupon and put the two halves together, somebody might have invaded your personal space, and that's no good. And your speech reaches a few people, and as they reach into their back pocket and pull out Dojan's coupons, they start looking around. Oh, you're looking for the person who did that, huh? Well, I think I see a top hat poking out of that bush over there. No, you don't! This is not a top hat, and this is not a bush, this is a ficus, the bush says with the top hat on, slowly sinking into the bush. Hey, that guy's right. Oh my god, yeah! I can't believe somebody would do that to me. The crowd is getting pretty riled up, and they're starting to surround the bush. This is a critical point. Do you want to let them try to beat up Dojan? Or do you want to take their attention away and use it for your own means? Nice to see you, Jonathan King. I'll do a poll. Huh? Yeah, essentially what just happened is we've revealed that our rival has been reverse pickpocketing people. And the crowd is going up to them, ready to kick their ass. You can go and let them do that, of course. Or, since you rolled a decent mind roll, you can try and turn around to your benefit. That's a good idea, Creative Garden. I'll let the poll go for 2 minutes. But maybe attempt a truce. That's an interesting way. If you want to try and figure out something to say that would turn it into a truce, I'll be into incorporating it. All right. With a smirk, you know that this crowd is angry at Dojan, but you also know that you have a job to do, and this can be used to your advantage. Now, violence doesn't solve anything inside the city walls, now does it? Leave the poor fellow alone. The better way that you can get back to them is the fact that this is part of a contest that they're cheating in. So we had a little wager about who could drum up more business, and Dojan over here won't get their prize if they lose. And in fact, we benefit from it. Not just me, but the entire town. In fact, you can channel your anger at Dojan over there and get them back by taking my coupons instead. Willingly from me. You don't have to. I'm not gonna force you like he did. Or sorry, like Dojan did. But, they're gonna be really screwed if I win. I'm gonna ask for another mind check to see if you can turn the crowd in your favor. It's going to be a lower roll because they're already kind of riled up. But somebody in the chat, if you roll exclamation point 2d6, please. I won't count it as deception because you are telling them the truth. Yeah, anyone in chat, exclamation point 2d6, and you'll be able to roll for this. Oh, that's a 6 in it too. That's a 12, okay. The crowd's kind of convinced by your words, and they all get smirks on their faces too. One by one, they line up at you. And you know what? I'll say that because this situation has gone so well for you, you're like on the same street as the blacksmith and clothier. So one by one, these angry people rip up their Dojan coupons, throw them at the top hat, and walk up to you to take your coupons and go straight into the clothier. Let's find out how many people there are. Okay, I got some numbers in mind. Chat, could you roll a d20 for me? Exclamation point d20. Okay, so a nice middle number. It's the middle of the day, and business is taking place. So, I'm gonna say that, yeah, let's go with 20, no, let's go with 30. 30 different people rip up their Dojan coupons, because that's how far your voice ran. And in fact, even if it didn't come from Dojan, if they had grabbed a Dojan coupon earlier, they would associate it with this. So even people that Dojan didn't scam are angry at them for doing this. And they march right in. And you have now gained 30 people against Dojan. As the people dissipate, you walk over to Dojan's bush, which is just littered with Dojan's coupons. And you reach out a hand. Dojan, really? This isn't how you win one of these contests. I mean, you could, theoretically, but I'm gonna be able to call you out on it. I'm a trickster too. I know the game, and I respect the hustle. Why don't we work together? You get some research and a snazzy outfit. Mura gets to keep her armor, and I get a brand new lance. Well, what do you mean? Isn't the wager that if I win, I get first dibs in line, and I get to take you away? What would letting you win do? Well, I mean, we could always go willingly. Nerve of you. I am a dandy. Dandyism is all about living life as it comes, in frivolity and leisure. This game, and this is a game to me, is part of my frivolity and leisure. And as such, I will be playing by the rules. Now, we didn't set the rules for ethics, but I will be finishing this as outlined in our agreement. As a true dandy. You're aware of dandyism? It's a trope that I really like to play with, because you can get such flamboyant and endearing characters because of it. And there's so many different versions. Like, it runs the gamut of, like, Maximilian Pegasus from Yu-Gi-Oh! To Slayer from Guilty Gear. If you live life as it comes, why don't you roll with an unexpected offer comes your way? Oh. I suppose that would be a way to do it, but I've already committed myself to finishing this contest. However, I might be lenient the other way. Perhaps we can reach an agreement, no matter who wins. I certainly want my prize from the clothier, and you certainly want your Mura to keep her outfit. So I'm willing to bend the rules a little bit, but we will be finishing this game that we have run across together. The specifics at the end don't matter. What matters is right now, both of us have a challenge. And you've gotten the upper hand. Toodles! And Ojan stands up from the bush, taps their top hat to scatter the coupons, scoops them up off the ground with the top hat, puts it on, and goes on their merry way. You don't... You know what? Is this a mind or a perception check? I'm gonna say this is a mind check. To understand, in simple terms, what Dojan has just offered. So I'm gonna need 2d6 from the chat, please. Oh, is Nightbot? There we go. That's a 9. So, while you're still a little fuzzy on the details, you think you understand that while you still have to finish the game that you have found yourself in for the clothier, Dojan might have a little bit planned for after the fact. And maybe... Sorry, I just dropped a d6. And maybe the result doesn't necessarily matter in the long run. And with that, you continue your stroll over to the general store. It's not too far away. You were on the same street. As you walk into the general store, you're greeted by a, "Welcome to Dunnan's General Store. My name's Mura. How can I help you?" From the back room. And as you get to the desk, Mura pops up in her little apron. She didn't have this last time. Mura, where'd you get the apron?
Oh, Dunnan said that in order to be professional, we have to have uniforms. And this apron was his way of giving me a uniform. So, welcome. I work for Dunnan's General Store.
Oh. Alright. I'm just here to check up on you, Mura. I took a quest that I'm gonna need your help with. When are you off?
Hey, Dunnan?
And Mura calls Dunnan in. Oh yeah, what do you want? If it's a customer that's acting like a jerk, you can tell him to screw off. Oh, hey, it's you, Corin. Nice to see ya. How can I help? Oh, well, I just wanted to figure out when Mura was gonna be off. We got a quest, so we got a quest. Yeah. Now let's take a look. Mura, what chores did you do today?
Oh, well, I tended to the garden, and I did money count, I stocked the shelves, and organized the stuff that you got from the adventurers. I didn't put them on the shelf yet, just in case you didn't want to do that. As well as I sorted all of the gems. I made sure that all the gems were accounted for, and I made sure that they were sorted according to type and size and weight. You'll be pleased to know that you'll be able to sell the right size gem to anyone who asks.
Whoa, I didn't ask you to do that.
Well, yeah, but that's what I did for my dragon. So, if I'm working for you, you're kind of like my dragon, right?
Me. A dragon. Alright, sure. Why not? Well, little lady, you did quite a good job today, so go on. Get out of here. You have one more day to work for me, though. So I expect to see you bright and early tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
And Mura walks up to a strange device, takes a little wooden card, sticks it into a slot, and you hear a tiny explosion. And when she takes it out, there's a hole in the little card that she had. You like that? That's my new punch card system. We had something like that back in Japan, didn't we? But there's nothing like that here, so I figured I'd do a little bit of inventing. Really, you're bringing punch cards to the fantasy world now. Oh, why not? Makes things easier for me, right? Mura hangs up her apron, gives a little bow to Dunnan, says, "All right, what are we doing?" How do you want to explain your quest to Mura? Do you want to make it sound cool? Do you want to make it sound easier than it actually is? Did you want to play it straight? How do you explain that you have to get blown up with fire and ice to Mura? Let's not lie to her. That's a good choice. No lying, agree? Alright. I'm not gonna mince words, Mura. I need to get blown up by fire and ice.
What? How? Why?
Well, this guy wants to practice his magic on someone, and I took the quest. Don't worry. Between you and me, we should be able to buff my defense enough where I won't immediately die. But well, what's this about getting blown up? I want to see. It's nothing done, and it's a quest that we took. Well, maybe I can help. You're at my store, after all. You could take a look at what Dunnan has. Well, let's take a look. All right. What do I got for level 2 adventures? Let's see. All right. Listen. You didn't get this from me. In fact, I totally and completely didn't get this from a lich that I just found out was a lich and not a witch. I was one letter off. And she corrected me. Anyways, This draft right here. And he holds up a purple potion. This isn't just your regular healing potion. This is an overhealing potion. Whatever you heal will be added to your vitality. And because, well, to do it in RPG terms that you'll understand, you can put your hit points higher than they actually are with this one. Other potions, they won't. They'll just max out at how healthy you are right now. It'll only give you 3d6 though. I mean, Carson said that, not Dunnan. Sorry, I'm a bit tired, as you can see. Anyways, so yeah, this is an overhealing potion. It will raise your hit points with temporary hit points beyond the maximum. It'll give you 3d6. But it's going to cost you. I'm gonna say that it's either going to be 70,000 Eris or 50,000 and your friend helps me for another day. Mura, are you okay with this?
No, I mean, I've been working here for 2 days already. I'm alright with a third, if that's the way you want to go.
What's the reward the quest will bring in? Said 50,000 Eris. Oh, you mean like help after the quest, right? Oh yeah, we'll tack another day onto her tab. If you pay the 70,000, Mura's done after tomorrow. If you pay the 50,000, Mura's done after the day after tomorrow. Now, speaking of working here, Mura, weird question, but have you been handing out our coupons?
Oh, I didn't even think to ask.
What coupons? Oh, right, the ones that you were telling me earlier, right? The potion is more expensive than the rewards, but the point isn't necessarily to get more money, it's to drum up business. So if you can hand out coupons somehow using this, if you can swing it your way, that's another part of the reward. Well, I mean, if you want to hand out coupons while you're working here, Mura, you absolutely can. I'm not gonna stop you. Oh yeah, here, let's leave it to a vote. There we go. So you can either pay 70,000 Eris, or pay 50,000 Eris and Mura works for one more day, or you can tell him that you don't need the potion. Did Korin get armor? You guys did not get yourselves armor, you just got Mura armor. Korin is currently wearing cloth armor, which gives a +3 to physical defense, but not to magic. Mura, on the other hand, got, I believe, studded mail. which gives a +6 to physical defense, but not a +2 magic defense. You know how you can try to drum up business with this? Okay. I'm excited to hear it. I'll let it run for the full amount of time that I said though, because I'm a cool dude that way. There it is. Alright. You lean up on the desk and say, "Potion seller, I'm going into battle and I want your strongest potions." I don't understand. What are you trying to say? "Potion seller, I tell you, I'm going into battle and I want only your strongest potions." Okay, but how do you want to pay for them? "Potion seller, listen to me. I will have my kobold friend work for you if you give me your strongest potions." Is this some kind of, like, internet thing? Ah, whatever. Okay, fine. Corin looks a bit dejected. He didn't realize that this guy that works at a collectible store does not know YouTube stuff. But he makes the deal that Mura works for 1 extra day, and you pay 50,000 Eris for a potion of overhealing. Do you want to chug that now, or did you want to wait until you go to the place first? Whoops. That's not 19k, that's... God, how did my numlock get turned off? There we go. Are there any instructions for how to use it? Okay, so, like, how do I use this potion? It's a potion, you drink it. Well, yes, but, like, is there any time limit? Do they wear off after a while? Am I gonna have horrible diarrhea? I mean, I bought it from a lich, so... You know, that's the information you get from that. I didn't even buy it from the lich, she just gave it to me. All she said was that when you drink it, you'll feel your vitality go through the roof. Well, okay, where'd you get it? Oh, from the magic item shop. Oh, don't tell anyone that a lich works there, though. Shit. Okay, especially don't tell anyone that a lich works there. So the way this works is that it gives you temporary bonus hit points. If you are knocked unconscious, the quest is not cleared. You have to tank the hit. Should you give it to Mura and have her pour it down your throat if you're unconscious? Yeah, so basically, if you get down to 0 hit points, quest over, you fail the quest, you don't get to win. Ordered a new phone. Nice! I hope it works better for you, buddy. So how do you want to go about this? right before he hits us? Sure. So do you guys want to head to the quest location then? 5G Android? Nice. I'm sure that'll work perfectly for you. Anything else needed? That's up to you. You folks are playing as Corrin. I am but the humble dungeon master. I am the dungeon master! Master of the dungeon! Oh, that's a good one. Been doing Clash of Wills. That's cool. I got to level 50 in there. Listen, Dunnan, you be really helping us out if we could just leave like a stack right here. I don't know. What are the conditions of your contest or whatever? Oh, well, okay. Do you actually believe that the guy that we're up against is going to be following any rules? I mean, you got a good point. I guess it's not against the rules to just leave these here, and then if customers take them, they take them. So, yeah, go for it. I'm not going to be foisting them on people, though. They're going to just have to take it. This ain't no charity. I do like you, so yeah, go for it. And you leave a pile of coupons on the desk at the general store. Level 87, dang. After that, yeah, head out. Give me one sec. You take a look at your quest and follow it to the address. It's a pretty normal-ass looking house. The only weird difference is that the roof of the house is like an absolute crimson red. So's the door. There's also red roses on the outside of the house. There's a lot of red going on here. You knock on the door. Hello? We're here for your magic experiments, I guess. Can we come in?
Yeah, what he said.
You don't hear anything. Hello? Are you there? Make a perception check. I'm going to need exclamation point 2d6 from the chat. God, a 5 and a 6, jeez. That's a 15. You sense that something's amiss. And as you turn around, you notice that someone was trying to sneak up on you, but the way that you turned around, you swept their legs from out from under them. And there's a... Oh, it looks like the old whippersnapper has some sense to him, shall we say. Welcome to my abode, the guy says from the ground. Jolly good kick you have there. Your physical prowess is remarkable. Nice to meet you. Can I get a hand, by the way? And you take a look at the guy. He's wearing a long, flowing red robe, and the big the biggest wizard hat that you've ever seen. It is like, I want to say, I'm gonna say that it's about as big as like a golf umbrella, just hanging out on his head. But for some odd reason, it doesn't look like it fell off when he fell. He must be attaching it by magic. Oh.
Here, let me help you.
Mura, being the good friend that she is, helps the man up. You see, many people try to take this quest, but I don't have the opportunity to test if they are capable enough. So, this little test checks to see if they have their wits about them. I've rejected a lot of people for this, but you're good sports, so welcome. I should probably introduce myself in the traditional manner. Give me one sec. Where are you? Where are you? The man puts his hand in front of his face, and does a bit of a pose. What you see here, my good sir and madam, is the grandson of the first bathhouse owner of the Crimson Demon Village, and master of fire and ice magic used to chill and boil the water at the bathhouses. My name is Dododon. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Music? Please? Thank you. Your name is Dododon? Yes, Dododon. Anyways, welcome to my house. Come in. And you and Mura are ushered into his house. Can I treat you to a spot of tea, perhaps?
Yeah. If you wouldn't mind, I just got off of work and I'm kind of hungry. I skipped lunch to organize the gems.
Mura has a little bit of a glint in her face, reminiscing about the gems. You sit down for tea with Dododon. And he puts the kettle over top a strange contraption. Snaps his fingers, and the water's boiling. Does Mura need a muffin? Well, if she does, it's fortunate, because there's quite a spread in front of you. There's lemon squares, there's little mini muffins, pastries that you can't really place what they are. It might be something that they only have in this world. It's sort of like, imagine a croissant, but it looks like a rack of elk horns. Yeah, the heiress's money. So, I have asked for someone to assist me, you see. I am studying the far reaches of fire and ice magic, and I believe that I have found a way to intertwine them. Of course, I have practiced this on inanimate objects, but I have not practiced this on an actual human being. I need to know if it's effective, but I don't want to hurt someone. Tell me, would you be able to take a hit for my strongest magic? Dododon is asking you if you'll be able to take a hit from the strongest magic. The spread, right? Imagine this as like traditional tea time fare. Yep, I took the payments out. You had 179,000. Yes, of course. We wouldn't have taken this quest if I wasn't able to. And, by chance, how do you plan on tanking this blow, so to speak? Well, my friend Mura here can give me a little bit of extra defense against some magic. I have a spell that I can use. That'll give me a bit more defense. And, just in case, you whip out the potion. We've got the means for me to augment myself so that I can tank this blast. Oh, stunning! So your natural capabilities aren't enough. So you're going to use the knowledge that you have learned in order to best this quest. Remarkable. So, I know the reward said 50,000 Eris, and I'm sure that is more than enough, but is there anything else you would ask from me? In return. Also, which one of you is going to be hit by this?
If somebody needs to get hit, I mean, I can, I guess.
Mura has offered to get hit. I'll let you know right now, Mura has 46 HP, but I believe your water shield can only be cast on yourself. I'll double check that though. No, you can cast your water shield on someone else. Oh, well, for starters, having a bath afterwards and getting some knowledge might give me the courage that I need to keep on doing quests. You said that you were the grandson of the first bathhouse owner. So that would be a fantastic bath. But aside from basic household stuff, and you're trying to spin this as you expect it to have the bath no matter what, because that's what a gentleman would do. But you know, what I really want is maybe you could tell all your friends about the Claudier, and maybe give them some of these coupons. Coupon? You want me to advertise for the Clothier? Don't think that you should make Mura take a hit that you volunteered for by taking the quest? That's also fair. Listen, Mura, I took the quest, so I take the hit. It's only fair, right? I didn't tell you that I was gonna do this before you got off of work, so it's my responsibility.
Well, all right. I'll do my best to make you work better.
Well, splendid. So, you want me to hand out these coupons? What's the reason? Well, you see, Mura there, she only really owned a cape, and we wanted to get her some armor, you know, because we're adventurers, and she needs to stay safe. And we kind of fell into a deal with the Clothier where we needed to drum up business with him to get a discount. And this whole thing with this weird Crimson Magic guy named Dojan. Dojan? He's around? Sorry, Dojan? They're around? Yes. Do you know Dojan? Everyone in the Crimson Magic Village knows Dojan. They're always going out about how this isn't the only universe, and they're going to prove it somehow. And, you know, fine. Do your research. That's something to be proud of. But they're all so uppity about it. I mean, nobody really respects them because of their attitude towards it, more than anything. Yeah, they're a real card, aren't they? You know, on second thought, Mura, we could spin this in our favor. Excuse me, Dododon.
Yes, of course.
Where did you plan on conducting this experiment?
Well, in my chambers, of course. I have specialized chambers that can take this blast.
Hear me out here. We need to advertise the Clavier, and just handing out coupons wouldn't be very... I mean, it would be kind of cheap, wouldn't it?
Well, yes, I'm not one to advertise, but I would do it if asked.
Well, then how about we provide a visual demonstration? Mura here takes the hit, and she's wearing armor from the Clavier. If people see it, they might be intrigued. Does the armor protect from magic damage? Let's just take a look. Armor list. Studded mail. It has +6 to physical defense, but +0 to magic. That being said, it's a good idea. This would advertise the Clavier since Mura is wearing their armor. No matter if it blocks against magic damage or not.
Well, that seems like a splendid idea. Let's see. How's about in the clearing? Just outside the gates. Well, inside the gates. It's still in the town, but in a place where there are less people. We could put on a demonstration. I could show off my experiment, and you can show off that armor.
How's that sound? Dododon has offered to take you to just inside the gates to show off the not the explosion magic, the fire and ice magic that he's developed, and have Mura take the hit so that you can advertise the armor that she's wearing. Mura did volunteer to take the hit, but it's up to you, since you guys are playing as Korin. I got 1 okay from Bandicoot. I'll give you folks a little bit of time to decide. Is it possible for Mura and Korin to stand in the same space, take the hit altogether, then show the armor to be obviously more protection? So you can, but you only have potion enough for one person. And one of you needs to tank the hit entirely. As well, if this takes you guys to 0, I'm gonna be asking for death saves. So I'm just gonna slide a coin into the part of the book that has the death saves. Is that something that you want to do? If Mura does tank the hit, that would show that the armor's pretty good, even though the armor doesn't have magic protection. Though with how much Korin's been deceiving people, that would be in character. I'll leave it to a vote. Let's make a vote. Only Korin gets hit. Only Mura gets hit. Korin and Mura get hit. Mura drinks potion. Whoops. There we go. But the top two imply that whoever gets hit is drinking the potion beforehand. Mura has shown that she's okay with taking the hit. Let's take a look at Mura's character sheet really quickly. Okay, that's not bad. You guys don't have much time. If we do 3, does Korin... No! No, if you do 3, Dododon casts the spell on both Korin and Mura. You both get hit, but Mura takes the potion and has a higher chance of tanking it, thereby showing the crowd that her armor is... oh, the protection spell. Let's see. You can cast Water Shield on a single target, so if you want, you can cast it on both of you. You should have enough mana for both. As well, Mura should be able to cast her spell on you, as well as her. Yes. I believe she has enough. So you explain your idea to Dododon. Listen, if you hit us both with the spell, and Mura tanks the hit, we complete your quest, and we get to show off the armor a bit better. How's that sound? Well, it's quite unorthodox, but I suppose having 2 different targets will help me with my research. Fine, we'll do it that way. Now, come. I'll put the word out. As you head out to the front of the gates, Dododon takes a second to get there. He catches up with you, though, and as you arrive at just inside the town gates, there is a wooden stage set up, and a crowd of people have already gathered. Give me one sec. All right, let's get this show on the road, shall we? Make your preparations and join me on the stage. Okay, so I take it that you're going to cast Water Shield on both of you. So I get we'll subtract 10 from the damage. Muda is going to cast her armor rune on both of you. So that adds 2 to your magic defense. So in total, everything is reduced by 12. With Muda, you get 3d6 of extra HP. If you want to use your blessings to re-roll the lower numbers, I will let you, on this one instance, do it after the roll. But you can only use up to 4. So I'm going to need one person in chat to roll 2d6, and another person in chat to roll 1d6. So exclamation point 2d6, and someone else exclamation point d6. Alright, so that's 7. Did you want to... You have 7 blessings. Did you want to re-roll any of your stuff? You don't have to redeem a channel points blessing for this if you don't want to. I'll let you use your regular ones. I'll give you 10 seconds to decide. Yep, so on your character card, you have 7 blessings. You can use up to 4 of them per roll. Would you like to use a blessing to re-roll? Here. Alright. Go ahead and roll 1d6 to use one of your blessings. We'll replace that 1 for you. Oh. Okay, if you want to use two blessings, I'll count those. Otherwise, it's only the 2 that goes through. I'll be nice and say that if you want to retroactively use 2 blessings, I'll replace a 3 with that 5. So, 12 d6, that's a lot of d6. Sorry, Bandicoot. For one blessing, you were allowed to re-roll 1d6. You accidentally rolled 2. I'm giving you the opportunity to use 2 blessings, and we'll use the 2 and the 5. Otherwise, we would just use the first roll. Creative Garden doesn't have a problem with using 2 blessings, so I'll leave the final decision to you. Bandicoot. Uh-oh. I think we may have lost Bandicoot. No, sorry, Bandicoot. Here, I will try to explain this a little bit better. So, I had asked for 1 reroll. You accidentally rolled 2. If I just take the 1 blessing, we only use the 2 that you rolled initially. But I'm giving you the opportunity. Creative Garden's cool with it too. If you want to use 2 blessings, we'll replace the 1 with your 2 that you rolled, and one of the 3s with a 5. So you've already rolled. You're all good. Cool, cool. So we'll say that Mura gains 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 HP. Bring her up to a temporary 56 HP. Whoops. I need this one. The crowd's talking, and Dododon takes the stage. Settle down, everyone. And, well, the crowd doesn't instantly. The crowd quiets down. Friends, neighbors, I have come to you to... Mura took the potion. That's what you're rolling for. You're rolling for how many hit points she gains. And she got 10. So, as this is happening, as Stododon is speaking, you're making your preparations. You're casting Water Shield. She's casting Armor Rune, and she chugged the potion. Friends, neighbors, I have gathered you here today to perform a magical experiment on these 2 strapping young adventurers. Come up on the stage, come up. And you and Mura saunter up onto this wooden stage, and sort of wave to the crowd. Hi, everyone.
Oh, hi. Nice to meet you.
Very good. So, the point of this experiment is to test my culmination of fire and ice magic, but also to demonstrate the fortitude of our clothier, Bacchus's, and our blacksmith's, Patia's, armor. Mura over here is wearing the armor from that store, while Korin, the strapping man that you see before you, is not. Which one of them will be able to survive the hit with the least amount of damage? Here. Oh, thanks for the drink. I shall now begin casting the spell. Summer's light gives way to fall, and winter consumes all. Fire and ice, intertwined, rain upon my enemy's life. A storm looks like it's about to roll in as the clouds darken. There's simultaneously a chill and a heat in the air alternating. At one point, your spine tingles with the chill, but the other is completely quashed by a burning sensation trickling up. There are 2 magic circles that form underneath and above you and Mura. One, a deep crimson. The other, a pale, icy blue. Erupting from the ground, swirls of fiery heat consume you from the bottom, while up top, pillars of frozen majesty attempt to consume your very being. The damage for this attack is 3d6 plus 50. So that's 3, 5, and 3. So that's 55,
58. That's 61 points of damage. Minus the 12. That's 51. 49. 48. Muda is taking it very well. But you, Korin, as your flesh singes, it freezes as well. It's an unnatural combination that takes your entire being. And as the flames and the ice intertwine, all goes dark. It's a good thing I bookmarked the death saves. Because you are at minus 4 HP. I'm going to need to get a luck save, as you don't know what's going on right now. Whether Mura survived or not, you're teetering on the brink of death. I'll allow you to choose if you want to use your blessings right now. For this luck save. As a reminder, you can use blessings to add d6s to your death saves. But you have to beat the number that I have right here. How many blessings would you like to use on your death save? Oh, if you want to use a channel points blessing, you can use an Axis blessing to add a d6, or an Eris blessing to reroll. That being said, you can use up to 4 of your blessings on your character sheet right now. So you have 5, you can use up to 4. Alright. So currently you're rolling 3d6 for your death save. And it's a luck save. So yeah, you were originally 2d6, now you're 3. I'll give you guys a chance. I need a definitive how many original blessings do you want to use? Or if any. Maybe 1 or 2? How many would you like to use? 1 or 2? You can use... You have 5. On the character sheet, it's right beside your inventory, to the left of your level. I did. Where you have to roll several rounds? Nope, if you pass the death check, you're no longer knocked out, and your HP becomes 1. It's a single check. If you fail the death check, you die. You have 1 chance. From what the book says. So 2 blessings. Alright. So that brings you up to 5d6. So I'm going to need 2 people to roll exclamation point 2d6. Just remember that there's a bit of a lag between them. Yep, so you had 2 at the beginning, plus the Axis makes 3, plus the 2 original blessings makes 5. So I'm going to need one roll of 2d6, please. That's a 1 and a 6, so you're at a 7. I'm going to need another 2d6, please. That's 16. I'm going to need 1d6. That's 20 for 24. I only needed you to beat an 8. Okay. So, with all your will, you want to hold on to this life that you've had. Being frozen and burned at the same time was not a good way to go. Definitely not something that you would have put on your list. Not only that, but you kind of like the people here. You like Mura. Mura was a shining beacon to you. You liked Dunnan. Dunnan really helped you out, and he's acting like kind of like an uncle to you right now. You like Luna. She's looking out for you whenever you take the quests. Hell, you even liked Dojan, because they were willing to compromise as long as you went through with the original deal. You like this place. You like the people that you're with, and you don't want to leave. You have a burning desire to not leave. It sends a chill up your spine. Oh God, you're actually feeling something. It's chilly, and it's scorching, and it's done. Is this boy all right? Hey, if you can hear me, please, listen. Give me 1 sec. Oh, that's... I just have to do... You are groggy at best. At worst, you feel like the blood that's supposed to be inside of your body is now outside of your body. Your extremities are both numb and feel like you have the worst sunburn ever. Sorry. There we go. That's how many you used. It's alright, we're just wrapping up right now. You look to the left, and you notice that though singed and frosted over, Mura is still standing. Albeit... Give me 1 sec. With only a couple of hit points left. I need some armor from the clothier. Good job, Mr. Dododo. Dododon.
Corin? Corin, you're alive!
What? He's alive, everybody! Whoops. And the crowd's cheering! Splendid! As you can see, the one who was clad in the armor from our clothier Bacchus and our blacksmith Hatia is all the better, and in fact, was not almost dead. Congratulations to the both of you.
Mura, give them the coupons.
Oh, yes, of course.
And Mura grabs from her little pack a bunch of your coupons and starts throwing them to the crowd.
Go to the Clavier today. Bring our coupon. You can get armor just like mine. It can help you against a lot of stuff depending on what you get.
Dododon brings you to a chair. As the, here, give me one sec. I'm gonna get better applause effect. There we go. You did splendidly. Even though you slipped into the ether for a bit, you were able to crawl yourself back. Fine work. As promised, here's your 50,000 Eris. And I know that you collect these trinkets. However, these ones might be a bit rare for you. And he whips out a set of cards. You can choose one. But I will explain them when we get back to my place. You need to rest. And as he says that, you kind of black out. When you wake up, you're sitting in the bath. Your wounds haven't necessarily been healed, but you are stabilized. You are absolutely able to maneuver now, albeit you're going to be incredibly sore in the morning. You feel like maybe you wouldn't be able to take another blast like that, though. There's a window here in the bath area, and you notice that the golden sunlight of like a golden sunset, is dripping down into the room. It is the end of the day. As you dry up and put your clothes back on, you wander the halls until you find Mura and Dododon just chatting.
Oh, hey, Korin, you're awake again.
Oh, splendid! I had hoped that my magical bath would be able to stabilize you so that you could operate properly. I can't heal you, of course, but I am able to give you the ability to maneuver. Congratulations, boy. Now, as I had said, you have your choice between any of these cards. They are all Archwizard spells, just like mine, taught to you by me.
And you take a look at the skills available to you from the Archwizard spell list. There's an Earth spell that ruptures the very ground beneath your enemy's feet. There is a fire spell that reminds you of the one that he did on the ground. There's a light spell that slices the enemy with blades of light. There's a lightning spell that skewers enemies with a powerful bolt of lightning. And there's a wind spell. Just makes a huge tornado. So I'll give you guys the ability to
choose what type of spell. I'll put the elements in there for you. We have Earth, Fire, Light, Lightning, and Wind. Oh, and you also... Sorry, I missed this one. You also notice another card on the table. That just looks like somebody... getting ready to cast a spell. And it lets you add 5 to your magic attack damage. But it subtracts 10 from your action points. So... there we go. What does the lightning spell do again? It skewers enemies with powerful bolts of lightning. It can even be used indoors without issue. I'll recap the spells. So, an advanced spell that attacks by shaking the earth. An advanced spell that incinerates an enemy with enormous flames. An advanced spell that slices an enemy with blades of light. There's a caveat that it boasts high power in close range combat. You can skewer enemies with powerful bolts of lightning. It can even be used indoors without issue. Or an advanced spell that attacks with a huge tornado. The one that you have, it's the ability to do a certain amount of damage that I wrote down over here. 2d6 plus 10 damage and holds somebody in place for a turn. The opposing target can roll against it, but that's what that does. Something that diversifies you from what you already have? Well, you definitely already have fire. Did somebody put 2? I think it caught fire as a thing. Yeah, it does do that. Okay. So, give me 1 sec. I'll reset it. There we go. So yeah, you already have a fire spell right now, so if you want to diversify, you could take Earth, Light, Lightning, or Wind. The effects for each of them. The Earth spell, you can do an attack that deals 2d6 plus 20 Earth magic damage. If the target loses at least 1 HP, apply an off-balance debuff to them. With the Light spell, you can perform a magic attack against the target. It does 2d6 plus 25 light damage. And, if it's close range, you can add 10 more damage. The Lightning spell, you can do a 2d6 plus 20 lightning damage attack. And you can intimidate them. That's the debuff that they get. Or, with the Wind one, you do a magic attack,
And you can add an extra d6. It does 2d6 plus 20 wind damage. So, it looks like, for all intents and purposes, they all do the same amount of damage, kind of. But the earth one will knock them off balance. The light one will give you plus 10 damage in close range combat. The lightning one will give them the intimidated status effect. And the tornado one, the wind one, is an extra d6. Is the... Oh, you said wind. No worries. We'll figure it out. Is the wind attack isolated or consequences? The wind attack is a big tornado, and I would flavor it as such. I would say that if you used the tornado indoors, that might not go very well for everyone involved. If you used it outdoors, though, you would be summoning a tornado. Here, we'll get rid of the poll and we'll just chat, we'll just talk it out, okay? Okay. So yeah, what do you guys want? If you don't want a fire spell, we can get rid of the fire spell. The earth spell does 2d6 plus 20 and applies the off-balance status effect. The light attack does 2d6 plus 25, and if you're currently in close range combat, you add just a base 10 more damage. So it would make it 2d6 plus 35. If you choose Lightning Strike, you get 2d6 plus 20 lightning damage, and you can apply the Intimidated status effect to them. And if you go with the Wind one, you get to do 2d6 plus 20 wind damage, and you have a plus to hit. So you can add 1d6 to hit. Creative Garden is torn between earth and wind, but wants to go with wind. What do you think, Bandicoot? You said 3. That was the light attack, right? Because I think I still put fire up there. What I could do, if we're kinda stuck, I can roll a d6 between earth, wind, and light. So 1 and 2 is earth, 3 and 4 is wind, and 5 and 6 are light. Does that sound good? Alright. So we're gonna roll this one. And we've got a 5. Well, these all sound fantastic.
but I'm usually on the front lines. And I think the light attack would be best for me. Oh, splendid! Now, these attacks don't have any names yet. And being of the Crimson Magic Clan, it is tradition to name your own spells. What would you like to call your new attack? You guys get to name this attack. How about, since Bandicoot's Choice won, Creative Garden gets to name the attack? Does that sound fair? All right, go ahead and name this this attack. Low on ideas? Fair enough. The quest that I have specifically states, like, this is the language. The GM may have a PC learn one attack spell from the Archwizard skill list, taught by the quest giver. If they do, the PC may decide on their own name for the skill and write it down as such. Everything about the skill remains the same. So the quest literally said, name the spell. Maybe something that honors the quest giver? So... Give me one sec. Alright. So... Crimson Magic... I'm gonna give you guys some Konosuba lore. Crimson Magic Clan members, their names are either Japanese onomatopoeia or nicknames. So, like, if your name is Megumi, your nickname would be Megumin. So, the Crimson Magic Clan character's name is Megumin. Dojan is the onomatopoeia for Tada, and Dong is the sound effect for, like, bang, boom, punch, thud. If it's a Batman sound effect, that's what Dawn is. So let's see how we can incorporate Dawn into the attack. What sound does light make? Ha! Hilarious. Pika is one of the sound effects for a flash. I guess that makes sense. If you really wanted to, you could call it Pika-Dawn. I'm trying to... Let's see. Yeah, that's the only sound effect that I can see. Okay. You take the card and you concentrate on it.
and a name appears on it. Oh, let's see. Picadon. You named it after me? Well, of course. You were generous and gave us not only the 50,000 Eris, helped us possibly win our contest, but you also taught me a new spell. So, it stands to reason that it would be kind to return the favor and name it after you. Where I come from, a flash of light is, the sound effect is Pika. And your name is the sound effect for a crash, or like an attack. So I figured Picadon. Ho ho ho! A man truly after the spirit of the Crimson Magic Clan. Very well. Use Picadon wisely. And go with my blessing.
Good job, Corin. I'm really proud of you.
Sorry. I'm just trying to think if there's anything we can give Mura, but I don't think so. It is not within the scope of this quest. Go with my blessing, and be sure to return. Having you for tea was refreshing. Having that bath was refreshing, too. Catch you later, Dododon. Ah, yes. Catch you later, as well. Korin and Mura walk out of Dododon's house. Head towards the Adventurers Guild, and turn in the quest.
So, how did it go? I saw that you collapsed on the stage.
Luna kind of calls you out when you go to turn in the quest. Yeah, but you know what? I was able to claw my way back. Mura, I guess, was able to withstand the hit. So it all worked out, didn't it?
I suppose it did. Congratulations. Oh, and by the way, it looks like a couple more people have taken your quest to meet Frogger, and people are saying that they're interested in his services, whatever that means. Only a couple of them, but maybe this Frogger person might be able to set up shop in town, if he has services.
Oh, that would make things a lot better for us and a lot more interesting.
Oh?
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, it's all right. We gotta go. We have a doctor's appointment at the dentist's. Bye.
Mura gives you an out, and you head away from the Adventurers Guild. And that's where I'm going to leave it, because I am also pretty tired. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I got to write some notes. We had a bit happen during this. You got so actually the original spell name was, I believe, Light of Saber. Yeah, it was called Light of Saber. So what else? Your quest is doing well. Around 50 people took it so far. You were able to call out Dojan and convince 30 people to rip up his ticket and take yours. And you drew a huge crowd. Tanking that magic blow. And Mura handed out coupons. So that was a good haul. You're welcome for the stream. We're gonna be back tomorrow for the first day of Shark Week. The usual Jackbox crew, as well as my friends Sabrina and Angel, are going to be all in person to kick off the start of Shark Week. I hope you folks can make it. It's gonna be an absolute blast. As for the rest of Shark Week, I'll get the schedule up when I can. But just as a bit of a teaser, on Saturday next week, we're going to have two... Eris is updated, yes. We're going to have two special guest groups. We're going to have Aatrox and Puduk, who played Mario Party with us earlier in the year. They're both fantastic artists. And we're probably going to be doing some of the Jackbox art games. Puduk makes a webcomic. I'll pimp them here, why not? So that's Puduk. And then my friend Aatrox is one of the animators on Skullgirls, and does a lot of cartoon-style art. He even made, like, a really cool comic book that I have a copy of. So check him out as well. And then for the evening, I'm gonna have the Fool's Gold crew on, including possibly Julian's player. No ideas what we're gonna do then, but we'll see how the night goes. And then next Sunday, I'm gonna be doing a full rewatch of the Fool's Gold series, from start to finish. Last time we did that before the Kickstarter was done, it took over 5 hours. So it's going to be a long one. But yeah, I will catch you guys then. Who can I send you to? I'll send you to Aatrox. He's playing Live Alive. That's a great segue. So give him a big old shark attack, and I will catch you guys later. See ya!